The always-on enterprise must ensure that its service comply with today's new demands and challenges. Availability plays a central role here in addition to common situations where backup is needed. For example, when a user accidentally deletes data or a system cannot start after an update. More recent issues related to encryptions based trojans and plug organizations today, while protecting backups against encryption based trojans was discussed earlier in the system. Beyond blog, many companies continue to look for solutions that deal not only with backup protection but also with disaster recovery scenarios. What is a disaster? A single local system crash can damage a business critical applications and result in a disaster for a business operations. In worst case scenario, a problem such as, for instance, long-term air conditioning interruptions or a flood will go behind the local systems and have a vast impact on the company's infrastructures. It is important to restore access quickly to data and system during a disaster. For this reason, infrastructure's complexity should be minimal because complex components will make the process more difficult. VM replication is often a proposed DR solution. This option is advantageous because replicas are usually stored in the second location at a safe distance, which means that data can be used directly without having to restore the original systems. Some companies are in the fortunate positions of being able to rely on internal resources and locations. An example, we would be host standby system in hosted data centers which are updated throughout applications and present an alternative to the previous in-house solution. Businesses use this solution when they want to have full control if a disaster happens. However, depending on a business's size, hot standby system is hosted data centers can quickly become very expensive. However, there is another cost-efficient way to meet the requirements for the always-on enterprise and achieve fast recovery times with minimal data loss. Disaster recovery as a service. With Cloud Connect replication, Veeam makes it possible for customers to store their data easily, conveniently, and automatically with a service provider. This allows each customer to protect their critical application in case of disaster without building complex secondary infrastructures and without a need to install additional software components. Any customer who is already using Veeam can only use Veeam Could Connect because it is a part of Veeam backup and application. This means customer can use not using the feature today do not have to perform any license upgrade. Each installed instance of Veeam backup and application can use Veeam Cloud Connect for data storage. If a disaster occurs, customers can restart their virtual system via a Veeam backup and application console or a web interface. Failover is not all that's important. In a disaster solution, it's important not only have to perform a failover, perform replica, but also there should be a way back to access the primary infrastructure. Therefore, a failover in the cloud should not be a one-way solution. Veeam offers an option to easily fail back to the primary infrastructures once it is restored by copying only data blocks changed via replica VMS were running in the service provider data center.